Dominiani, new tonight, News Channel 3's I-Team uncovers a cab driver facing multiple charges. He's accused of brutally attacking one of his fares. 38-year-old Robert Prescott is a felon who was out on parole. Now he's in the Kalamazoo County Jail on 15 felony charges, including criminal sexual conduct and carrying a firearm. Tonight, his alleged victim is sharing her story and only with News Channel 3. Our Jared Werksma joining us live now at Kalamazoo Public Safety headquarters. And Jared, the victim here feels there is a much larger issue, and she's hoping to help other women avoid what happened to her.
Andy, that's right. The alleged victim here says that she actually rode with Prescott in his taxi a handful of times in the last couple of months. She says that he always seemed to be sweet and kind of lonely, and she had absolutely no indication of his criminal and violent past. Now, she says that she believes the taxi company never should have hired him as a driver, and she actually wants the city of Kalamazoo to step up and mandate change. Sunday, January 12th, Robert Prescott picks up the alleged victim near 9th and Stadium in Oshtemo.
I was like, what are you doing?
She says Prescott wasn't heading to her house.
And he was like, well, we're going to hang out at my house. And I was like, no, we're not.
She says Prescott ended up driving his Godspeed taxi to this parking lot off Stockbridge.
Turned off the van and was like, you're going to me. He pulled out a gun from underneath his seat and put it to my head. And he asked me if I thought it was a game. He started hitting me, asking me if I wanted to live.
She says Prescott forced her into the back of the cab and raped her.
And then afterwards, he cried and made me hold him, telling me that he was sorry and he loved me. Told me that I could be with him and be his girlfriend or die in the parking lot. So I told him that we could be together. He made me tell him I loved him. And then he told me to get dressed and get back in the front seat. And he made me hold his hand until he dropped me off.
That was around 6:30. She says the police were at her home by 7.
He was texting me and calling me when the police were here.
What did he say while the police were here?
That he's sorry for what he did to me, and he didn't mean to hurt me, and if I give him a chance because he really wants to be with me, he'll never put his hands on me again.
Kalamazoo Public Safety waited outside Godspeed Taxi and arrested Prescott around 11:30. What was your first indication that something was wrong?
My dispatcher came and woke me up and said that the police were outside.
Michael Bowling started Godspeed in 2009. You're a minister as well.
Yeah, ordained minister, Southern Baptist, over 30 years. My business is a ministry, more so than a business.
He says Prescott started working for Godspeed late last year.
One of my clients recommended him to him and called me and asked me to hire him.
What did you know at that point about Robert and his criminal past?
Not much.
It goes back 20 years and includes felony assault of a police officer in 2006. He also pleaded guilty to assault and battery less than 3 months ago. Bowen says seeing Prescott's criminal record probably wouldn't have made a difference.
That's what I do. I look to minister to people, to help them get their lives back on track. And in this country, we're innocent till proven guilty. And until I find out different, I will support him.
That's part of the reason this alleged victim is so upset.
If they would have done their due diligence on checking into him, this would have never have happened to me. This is something that I have to deal with every day.
All right, now we took this story and these concerns to the Kalamazoo City Commission. This is a statement from City Commissioner Stephanie Moore. She says, as a champion for equal opportunities for everyone, I believe in second chances. Currently, the city of Kalamazoo no longer asks the question on our resumes, have you been convicted? Of course, background checks and drug tests are a part of the hiring process, and people are considered on a case-by-case basis. Now, Moore says that this conversation needs to be and will be continued by the Kalamazoo City Commission. She says they need to do everything possible to protect consumers. As for Prescott, once again, he is facing 15 felony charges in relation to these allegations. He is due back in court on February 18th. That is next Tuesday, 1 week from tonight. And, of course, we will keep you apprised of all of the developments in this story. For now, we're live outside the Kalamazoo Department of Public Safety. I'm Jared Werksma, News Channel.